There's no substitute for experience. Most employers get rid of their experienced staff, also known as grey hair, because they're too expensive. The reason they're too expensive is because over the years, this experienced staff has gained progression. And progression means their salaries have also been going up, which is costing the company. So they get rid of them and they're replaced by younger, cheaper labor. Great for the company because it's a reduction in cost and it looks good on the financial statements. And shareholders love it. So short-term gain, ka-ching. The young labor comes with new ideas. It's a fresh, young, energetic blood into the company, so it works wonders. The company then ends up in troubled waters, so they have problems. They can't figure out what the problem is. The new workforce can't figure out what the problems are. And even if they figure out what the problems are, they don't know how to resolve them. So the company hires experienced consultants and experts to help them out. Don't forget, these consultants and experts come at a price. So the cost savings achieved by getting rid of experienced staff, you're not paying for them here. So I suppose you could say that there's no substitute for experience. And when they were getting rid of this experienced staff, it looked good on a spreadsheet. But what they couldn't measure was that the wisdom was also being lost. And since they couldn't measure it, they didn't capture it anywhere. But now they're paying for it, although nobody truly realizes that they're paying for it. So anyway, the consultants come in, experts come in, they resolve the problem. The company is now doing okay. But a company that was on a trajectory to make £100 million a year now only makes £70 million. So £30 million has been lost, but nobody really sees it because it's not a loss, first of all, and secondary, it was a trajectory anyway, so it was a prediction. And I've lost my trail of thoughts now, but yeah, my point was that things that are difficult to capture on a spreadsheet are the soft stuff that you don't really see. And just because it can't be measured doesn't mean we should disregard it completely. We shouldn't dismiss things like that. So the company's obviously not made as much of a profit as it could have. And nobody looks back to review and say, right, let's take a step back and admit that we made a mistake, so that in the future we don't continue to make the same mistakes, i.e. getting rid of people that may be expensive, but they're really good for the company because they help resolve problems. And often they help resolve problems that the company doesn't necessarily see because they do it quietly. But I suppose mistakes such as this are good for large companies, because when they make such mistakes, the companies then begin to lose money, they begin to lose their market share, and basically they end up not existing or shrinking, which is good because then these large companies are also then replaced by new startups, by small, medium-sized firms. So I suppose the cycle continues. One replaces another and then they're also replaced. That's all.